Hey, beloved, it's Deborah Ann of Unlimited Opportunities Promotional Marketing Solution, and you've turned into another rendition of The Business Buddy. This week, my special guest, Amanda Bill of the Bill Consulting Group, will be sharing about making sure your website is inclusive for all people. I'll be sharing on the resilience of your brand. The two go hand in hand, and as this session is already in progress, stay tuned and you'll learn a lot. Thanks for joining. Presentation is because we want to make sure that in the years to come, you build relationships with your business and you build brands by that. So this particular session was regarding building relationships and how your brand image and all across the board plays a huge part as to how folks know you. When you think of Nike and you think of you could just see the swoosh and you already know it's Nike. When you see the Golden Arches, you already know it's McDonald's. And it's because those brands have brand resilience, and it's created by being consistent, communicating all change, and evolving versus evolving to situations rather than having a knee-jerk reaction to everything. So I'll give you an example of that, of being looking into the future just to find out what happened. 2020 happened, and business was closed, and doctor appointments, you couldn't get into a doctor appointment, and in particularly the dentist office. I don't know anybody who actually saw a dentist in 2022. Well, that's because they all shut down. So how do you get your annual checkup if there's no one available? And how does the dentist stay relevant? By saying, I'm sorry, we missed you. Here's a pack just to let you know that we're thinking about it. It wasn't about coming to see me, but we're thinking about you. We know we can't see you guys now. We know we can't treat you because the state's not letting us treat you, but we're thinking about you. And when things open back up, we'll be able to engage again. So that's how you create brand loyalty. That's how you create long-term engagement. And that makes for a great CRM project. So I say all of that because you got to look for opportunities where there's nothing visible, where there's no obvious opportunity. You got to look for the invisible opportunity. When you look at FedEx, you see their logo here. But there's so much more hidden inside that FedEx logo. Like, for instance, they're known for being fast and getting there on time. Their brand tells you that right here when you look at the E and the X. It's an arrow telling you that we're going to get there fastly. So I apologize, that'll always stick in your head. As soon as you see FedEx going forward, you're going to know that's going to get there quick. And that's purposely done because they want you to see that in their brand. And that's what you build. That's how you build brand recognition. So you actually have to listen, look, and feel with your heart opportunities in every single area, because you want the brand to know that communication is key. So whenever you're looking for listening to or feeling with your heart things that's changing in the world, you'll be able to adapt to it. So when you think of the word touch points, what do you think of? And you can answer if you know the answer, but how do you define the word touch point? Are you on mute?
Yes, sorry. My boyfriend's making noise as well. So when I think about touch point, I think of things that will help consumers remember who you are, or things that they know that they can rely on your business to offer or to provide, or when they hear your name, certain things come to mind about your business.
Exactly. And that's exactly what McDonald's and all those things do, is because it's the influence in your customer experience and making their presence known, letting them know that you thought about me when you put this product out there. When your delivery driver shows up to my door, you're completely branded, you're friendly, you're nice. I don't know how many stores I walked away from because somebody at the front counter was jacked up nasty. I don't have to spend my money with you. And
Exactly.
you know, so when you take a touch point, that even goes down to your website. You know, it have to be all inclusive for everything. And that's the reason why I have Amanda on here today, because so many of us are missing out on opportunities to um, offer a great experience for everybody. So when you're marketing, as a marketing manager of your own business, it's your plan, it's your job to oversee the plan of activities, implement the plan, and control them. It's your job to match opportunities with your firm's resources. It's your job to make sure that your touch points are covering every person and being inclusive to every person. And it's your job to make sure that your marketing also meets your corporate objectives. So I have Amanda Bill here of LaBelle Consultants, and I'm going to stop sharing now. And she's going to tell you about how another way and another avenue as business owners you could um, reach your target market. Take it away, Amanda.
Thank you. Thank you for the introduction. Hi, everyone. I am Amanda Bill, Bill Consulting, or a la Bill Consulting, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Um, Today, yes, we are going to be talking about how do we reach all persons, including the disabled. Normally, we leave them out due to not being left out in the first place. And so I will be presenting to you all the importance of making sure our websites are accessible to them so that they're also consumers of our businesses. Because right now we're leaving them out, so they're not buying our product. They don't know who we are. They don't know what we stand for. So that's a whole market that's untapped.
Right. And how does that look like? Are you sharing your screen, Amanda? Because I don't see it.
Not yet. Notice this is just a little, there it is, a little different, but I think I got it.
Uh-huh.
Good. There we go.
Oh, here it comes.
Awesome. Make it easier this way. So first and foremost, again, hi everyone. I'm Amanda Beal, and I am the CEO of A La Beal Consulting. My business is a business firm, I guess, that helps businesses get properly structured, help businesses build their business credit and receive later on attain assets for their business and their families. Today, I have the pleasure of bringing awareness to you about the importance of our websites and landing pages being accessible to all persons. Now, mind you, some of us, when we're first starting out, we legit websites, but we do have landing pages, which just offers basic information about our company. You still need to make that accessible to all persons. All right, so the importance of this is to make sure our businesses are properly structured in order to receive funding. And part of that is making sure you have a legit online website or profile. We also want to look professional to our peers, get exposure, and allow someone to learn about our company or service. As you're doing this makes us avoid a lawsuit. Now, mind you, yes, if you do not have your website or landing page accessible to all persons, you can be sued. I will say that again. You can be sued. All right, so when I say all persons, I mean the disabled, the blind, hearing impaired, and all. We want our websites to be accessible by all persons, not just looking professional or avoiding a lawsuit, but because it's the right thing to do. It allows social integration. Most websites fail the disabled, unfortunately, because many people miss out on the information that sites offer because the owners, you lose the customer by not allowing them to view what you're offering. For example, if I'm selling t-shirts on my website, but someone has a hard time, looking at the colors that may be present on my website, you need to make it adherable to them so that they can see the colors the way that you want. For example, some people are also colorblind, so you might need to adjust on your page for them to see the actual color that is present. So web accessibility refers to building your website with all persons in mind. display products, services, or environments for people who experience disabilities. So another example would be for someone who's visually impaired, you might need to make the text bigger for them to make it easier to read. And like I said, if you're there, you can be sued. So it is true, and you should actually be worried about possibly being sued because um, not having your websites and domains ADA and WCAG compliant, it will cost you a minimum of $10,000. So that includes you have to pay for the disabled attorney fees, your attorney fees, and then you have to pay whatever amount is set for you to pay out. So I'm going to go.
Pretty hefty.
Yeah.
Now on the ADA, do they tell you, like, as a business owner, what's required? Is there like a step 2 guide to make it accessible?
So you have to go searching for it. Unfortunately, it's there. It's just you have to look for it. It's not something that most business owners would think to have, and they do make it hard for you to find it. I personally am a little hard of hearing, so if like certain things have to be like the volume, I have to turn up maybe a little louder than normal, or be able to read. So, of course, with us wearing masks right now, it makes it a little bit harder. But on certain websites, they do make it adjustable for people.
And when you say make it adjustable, is it like a certain button that someone who's visually impaired or has a disability can click on and say, yeah, this makes this brighter or make this text bigger? Or do they typically have to just use, like, I know for me, I struggle sometime with vision, and I just typically just click on the 3 dots and make it bigger for myself. Is that the type of thing?
So that thing, what you're talking about, is already on our browser, which is great. It helps people out, but not everyone's browser offers that or adjusts to the website that it's currently on. Now, I personally am going to talk to you all about Accessibility, and that is a company and software that I have installed on my own personal business website, and I can actually show you all in a bit where it does everything for you. So, yes, when I was going to do when designing my website, it was going to be at least $6,000 just to be able to give customers the option of making the text bigger when needed, making it smaller when needed, adjusting the colors when needed. And it was just a lot for the developer.
Mm-hmm.
With the research, I found this software that for $49 a month, it basically saves me from food. They do tests on a daily basis to make sure everything is intact. Like I said, it's only $49 a month. And so for me, that's like paying my insurance, I'm ensuring that my business does not get sued. Because even as you can see, all people are being targeted with this. Kylie Jenner was sued to all persons. Domino's Pizza was sued because a blind man had a hard time ordering a meal. Target had to pay $6 million in 2008. And, unfortunately, small businesses are more vulnerable to this because we're not aware of it. We're not educated on it. We're not told what the targets. And so for us who are just starting off in business and we already don't have a lot of money or we're not making a lot of money, we can easily go bankrupt just because, we put our website up to be accessible to people, but yet we're not making it accessible to all persons. Therefore, we get sued easily. We're shut down before we even open.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you can be sued more than once. So say right now someone was looking at a website that didn't have the accessibility or any software tools to make it easier for all persons to read it or visit the site. More than one person can sue you at once. Also, if you're told that you need to fix it Tuesday, and you don't fix it on Tuesday, Wednesday comes, somebody else can sue you. You can definitely be sued more than once. And some, we have full-time, I guess, how do I want to say this, full-time scammers in a way.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yes, who literally will go on other people's websites just to see what they can get. You know, it's crazy.
Yes, we do. And unfortunately, that's the world we live in. So you got to protect yourself at every avenue.
Exactly. So, like I said, I recommend personally Accessibility because for $49, I think of it just paying as, like I said, insurance every month. It takes about 2 minutes to install. It's actually very easy, especially for someone like me. I am not tech savvy, but they make it very easy. So, for example, today we're sitting here talking about making sure your page is compliant, and at any moment someone can see you. They offer a free 7-day trial. So there's no reason why no one today, after seeing this video, accessibility.com and sign up for this service. It is absolutely free. You can see how easy it is. If you don't like it, they don't even have you give your credit card information to assure you that you do not have to pay for anything. But of course, if you change your mind, they remind you when the trial period is up if you want to move forward.
Okay. Now, do they also offer analytics on it to tell you exactly how many times the software was used?
So yes, there is reporting done if you actually want to dig into it. I personally haven't, but what I do have is just a feedback from my clients in which they have used it and they told me that it was so easy for them to use and they loved it.
Okay. That's the best one because the good thing is your clients are feeding back or giving you the, because now you know, okay, I do have a market here, and you can build your avatar around that particular demographic.
Exactly. Exactly. So I actually would like to show you all a video about what Accessibility is and how it works. It's about,
Okay.
and then I will then go to my website so you can actually see it in person as well. All right.
Hi, Ronnie from Accessibility here, the #1 fully automated ADA and WCAG compliance solution. In this video, you will learn how Accessibility's AI-powered technology makes any website accessible and compliant with the WCAG 2.1, the ADA, and other worldwide legislations. You'll see how Accessibility enables a wide array of people with disabilities to browse through your website effectively. So let's find out how it works. Accessibility includes 2 different components that work simultaneously to achieve compliance. The first is our AI application, and it is responsible for handling 70% of the requirements, which usually involves manual work in the process. This includes screen reader and keyboard navigation adjustments for the blind and the motor impaired. To make these adjustments, the AI scans and analyzes your site using a contextual understanding process that learns the purpose and function of each and every element before fixing it. So pop-ups, drop-downs, forms, validations, menus, and buttons are also included. Then it applies different behaviors and ARIA attributes according to functionality and states of elements. Now, not only that, Accessibility utilizes iris and OCR image recognition technologies to automatically provide accurate alternative text descriptions for your images. This all happens on the fly and within seconds. The second part of our solution is the accessibility interface, which is mostly responsible for adjusting the user interface and the website's design. These cover about 30% of the WCAG requirements and include adjustments for readable fonts, sizing, spacing, color contrast, cursors, emphasis, and more. Users have the choice between accessibility profiles, standalone adjustments, or both. The profiles at the top bundle together common accessibility combinations that together address a specific disability. The user just chooses the profile that's right for them. So, for example, an epileptic user who wishes to browse a website safely without the risk of seizures can choose the seizure-safe profile.
Wow.
And flashing or even moving elements are paused. An option for visually impaired users with degrading eyesight, for example, is to click on the visually impaired profile, and then everything will be zoomed in by 100% while making all the colors more contrasted and saturated. Any further adjustments to the site can be made by choosing the singular features in the rest of the interface, either with the profiles or without. After the initial installation, which takes just a few minutes, the interface immediately appears and the AI starts making your website compliant. Also, you can customize your accessibility interface and easily adapt it to your website's design, anything from icons and sizes to shapes and colors. The best part of our AI is that it's always ensuring compliance by rescanning and reanalyzing your website every 24 hours to remediate new contents, widgets, pages, and ads. Finally, you'll also get an accessibility statement right within the interface, available to anyone. And we didn't even mention the quick navigation menu that allows users to reach any page from anywhere at any time, the 12 built-in languages, and many other great features. That's it. I hope you enjoyed our demo. And if you still have questions, just contact us by live chat on our website or just start a 7 days free trial.
Yeah, so I love that also because it even has the, like you pointed out, the option to view things and read things in different languages. That's not something that I have to go ahead and add on to, my website separately. So I think that's also pretty awesome.
Mhm. So on your website, are you marketing on your website that this is ADA compliant, or is it like a widget or a separate menu bar that anyone who's challenged or has a disability will know to click this button and will be able to do such and so? Oh, that little button, I see it. The little.
So this little button. Now, when they give you the option to personalize it yourself. So I'm not sure if you saw in the video, the gentleman, it was a person sitting in a wheelchair. I told this little person with the hands out, like, hey, look at me. They have different images, that you can choose. And then you can also put it wherever you want on your page. For me personally, I have it here. So as I scroll down, it follows them. Just so if they ever need that option, they can. Because, like, for example, my font up here, it's bigger. So someone who might have vision problems might not need that to be smaller, or might not need that to be bigger. But down here, or smaller, they might need it to be a bit bigger. But I love it.
So they would just click on there and sorry, my dogs are in here. They would just click on the vision and it automatically make all that you see here bigger?
Yes.
Oh, that's decent.
Compare profile. I clicked it and now it just made that bigger.
Yo.
Does all the work for you. Whereas if, like I said, when I was trying to get all of these things listed on my profile before to make it adjustable, it was about $6,000.
Wow.
So, you pay $6,000 up front, still have issues every time, I upload a new product or I upload a new service. Whereas with this, for $49 a month, it does it for me. All something new in about 24 hours, everything will be adjustable.
Okay. Is it also like, say for me, I do a lot of funnels and click pages. Does it work for those as well?
Does widgets and all. It's pretty neat.
Oh wow.
Yes. Trying to see which one is my favorite. Of course, the seizure safe, because we don't realize how sensitive some of our eyes are to certain lights. Down for you. And then for me, I had like LASIK eye surgery before, so my eyes are very sensitive to brighter lights. So it even helps me.
Wow.
See what else, like text magnifier, if you would need to make things just a little bigger. Oops.
Does it automatically do an autoplay for you? Like, say for someone who's has a hearing loss, does it play out loud, or is that something that they would have on their own computer?
You can click this right here, click read mode. Oh, wait a minute. There is an option for you, but this, I guess, is for me to read it.
Okay.
But yes, they do have that where it will say it out loud for you. I just need to find it. They have so many different options.
And how many languages does it carry, as far as how many disability services does it include? Like, I know vision and hearing, and seizures, what else would be something that someone need to be making sure that they're including in their accessibility? Because
So,
again, it's all about branding, and if someone who's challenged, I know with those who have hearing challenges, that's a very tight knit community, and if they know that they can buy products off of you, they spread the word. Like they're the biggest advocates for making sure they're included in everything.
right. So everyone, like they were saying before, everyone's profile is adjustable. So for example, these are the services that are the top ones for me and my industry. So it comes standard with what you pay for every month. But if there's certain ones, like if I know I'm targeting the hearing impaired more, here first. So it's up to you in what order you want to put it in.
Okay, so you don't have to have all the service. You pick and choose what services you want to include on your site.
So no matter what, they give you the basic ones that you need, which are these. And if there's anything else that you need at no additional cost, you can just click those as well. It's just a matter of which page first.
Wow.
Yes.
That's powerful.
It is. And like I said, it's like paying insurance every month. Like
right.
Certain things in which personally I get, a little frustrated when I deal with people who don't have, for example, let's say life insurance, but you have cell phone insurance. I just think that's crazy. And so once I learned about this, it's like, okay, why would you not have insurance to make sure that your company doesn't basically go bankrupt? Like that to me is just, and I understand not everybody has it initially, especially when we're first starting out. We don't have a lot of startup costs. Which is why it is important to take advantage of the 7-day trial, which is free, and then also to build your business credit. So just little things here and there, it all ties in together.
Oh yeah, because now that becomes a net 30.
Exactly.
And you can build your business credit with that account in there as well.
Yes.
Wow. That's helpful all around. And again, because brand is important, when customers know you care about their needs and their costs, they spend money. So you definitely want to be inclusive to everyone.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Right here, you all will see, for those at home, there is a link down here. If you're ready to get started and sign up to be, just type in this code down here, and it will give you the 7-day trial. Yes.
Did you put it in the chat? I don't see it.
Put that in the chat as well. Yes.
Okay.
I will definitely do that.
Because I will make sure. All right. But yeah, that's good. What other tips can you talk about? I know you do a lot of startup and help a lot of small businesses make sure they're structured correctly. What other tips other than inclusiveness would you recommend?
Well, for me, the basic is the foundation of any good, solid business you want to grow is just having a good structure. Your foundation needs to be solid, and I know we kind of take that for granted. In the beginning, when we're starting these businesses, we don't know what the right, because business is new to us as persons, but then also as a community, we are really hitting our a lot of the black community in particular. We are actually starting businesses. We're stepping into new territory. And so we're going to make a few mistakes. I know I did. I actually use my home address, and something as simple as that you would think isn't that big of a deal, but it is, because it becomes public information. So, I like to normally stay low key, stay out of, the eyes of others. And then there it is, my business, you Google my business or my name, and then my home address pops up, and it's like, oh no. I don't need
Right.
members who have come to my house. I don't need them. So just, little things like that. And it's okay. We're going to make mistakes. It's just a matter of going back and correcting them.
Right.
Yeah.
I did the same thing when I was first starting out. I used my home address, and I still use it as my mailing address with a sweet D to it.
Right.
But I have a corporate address as well.
Right.
And back in the day when I first started, there used to be things, folks who did guerrilla marketing
Right.
for the industry, and they would go, to the actual business looking for a service, or look just sort of like the gatekeeper. And I'm
Right.
like, wait a minute, that's my home.
Right.
So yeah, I quickly changed that.
And see, even now, it's still not that bad, because some people understand you have to do what you have to do. You might not be able to afford that corporate address, that virtual address, or that storefront property.
Mm-hmm.
That you have to figure out if you're okay with your, information being public. And then also if you're ready to get funding. So if you're in the position in which you're about to, I would suggest definitely don't use your home address. But like I said, everybody's in a different chapter. So for me, I would say just make the basic thing, the number one thing that I always recommend is just making sure your structure is strong. Because when it does become an opportunity in which you do need funding, or you want to grow your business or look as professional as you can to other people, whether they're lenders, clients, whoever, just make sure all your ducks are lined up in a row, basically.
Okay. Now, as far as this accessibility, do you include this program as far when you're doing your marketing, your email campaigns, or your I don't know if you still do direct mail campaigns, but when you do that, do you put that down as part of your corporate culture, that you're saying we do this and we care about everyone's type commercial?
Yes, I do actually, because like I said, for me, this actually hit home to me with me having a hard time hearing. And then just like the communities that I have interacted with, I've always, tried to embrace all people, no matter how we look, or how we may seem different. So that's something that speaks dearly and closely to my heart.
Absolutely. Well, that was definitely helpful and informative. So I'm glad we got a chance to share that, because it's the little things that we don't know that can hurt us the most.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. That's why we have to just keep educating and saying, just we're all on the same team here. And so we just need to help each other out and make sure we're all good. Protect our companies, our babies, our new sources and doors to generational wealth for our family.
Now, does this also work with your social media accounts?
So you actually don't need it on your social media accounts, because now they, for example, if you're on Instagram should already have that. Now, I don't see it on there. So hopefully they address that soon. But like, you can't get in trouble. For example, if you have your Instagram profile and say someone goes to your Instagram profile from your website, like, you're not responsible for that. That's something that Instagram has to fix.
Okay.
Yes.
But it all goes down, and also, can you? Well, of course, you're branding it to your own culture and your own colors and stuff like that. So it's you build it to your website. Can you put one account on multiple sites?
Yes.
Okay. So, because I know, and it works with blogs and all that stuff, too, right?
I'll adjust it for you.
Cool.
Yes.
Cool. I definitely have to get in, because I thought my one site already does it, but I don't have it publicized. So I definitely need to go back and double check that.
Yes.
Well, Amanda, it was wonderful presentation as always. Anything else you want to share while we have this time and space?
I would definitely just say thank you for the opportunity. I definitely love what you are doing for the community and with the community. I'm looking forward to working with you with any other projects that you have. If I can help in any way, please just let me know.
Certainly, certainly. And likewise, ditto to you as well. Because I know you just got your certificate for what was it? Was it credits building or
Yeah, so I actually did a mentorship in which I basically became a coach of a coach. I got coached.
oh
I
okay.
can be a better coach to others and teach other people about business
That's
credit.
awesome.
I'm
And
excited.
you know what? Because how can you teach if you're not teachable?
Exactly.
So good kudos for you.
And you know how they say this today's price is not yesterday's price. For me, it's that what I knew yesterday. Like I have to challenge myself. What else can I learn today to make me better?
Exactly. I say that all the time. I'm a full-time student of life.
I love
Full-time student. Well, again, I thank you for sharing your knowledge, your experience.
it.
It's also true to my heart because I also have a grandson who's hearing impaired and me being visually challenged as well with, my Sjogren's and Lucas. I definitely didn't realize those services were available to us. So now I'm gonna start looking for it myself.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And then man, this whole business buddy thing has been amazing. It just out of people not knowing where to start for next year. We've had so much opportunities and information given to us in these last 4 weeks. And I still don't know if I'm going to go forward in the next year, but most likely I probably will. And so I'll be having you on again.
Yes, I would love to. I wanted to piggyback what you were saying as far as your grandson. Like that speaks volumes to me because, like I said, we didn't even know that this was an issue because we don't deal with it on a daily basis ourselves. So we don't realize the inconvenience and the frustrations that, they experience. So once I love it. I really do love it. Like I will be a spokesperson for this all day, every day for free. Like I will do this because not even, to also help the business owners stay and keep their money, but just the fact that, we are including, other people. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, definitely is. Well, again, this has been another episode of Business Buddies, and we've been rocked it again. And look forward to continuing this conversation next year. And I will definitely have you back on again.
Awesome. Well, thank you. Happy New Year.
Likewise. Be safe out there because this virus is no joke.
Definitely not. I'm staying indoors, but yes.
Well, thank you again for sharing your knowledge, and I wish you much success.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Deborah.
All right. Take care. Bye now.